he didn't return your text or whatever. He fell off the grid for 12 hours. And then you confronted him. And then where did we go from there?
I saw another woman's TikToks where she was describing dates that they had gone on at the same time I was dating him. So this was within like 12 hours.
So she's also talking about West Elm Caleb. You're not sure if it's the same guy. He doesn't think it's him. And then you reached out to Kate? Or I'm sorry, you reached out to her. I know it's her name's Kate. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I reached out to Kate because they had like posted a picture of the back of him. And I was like, oh, I know that back of his head looks really familiar. So I had messaged her and I was explaining to her like, hey, I don't know how serious you two are. I just want to let you know that I was dating this man recently and I just been ghosted out of the blue. And I thought we were pretty serious, like not official, but very serious. And I just want to make sure you're aware of this so you don't get hurt. And at first I was told like he sort of denied dating me for a while, but then he came around and was like, oh yeah, actually I did just see her Saturday. So yeah, and then he sent me an apology sort of, but it was very much like copy and pasted towards some other people. So I didn't take it too seriously. And I haven't talked to him since.
And our goal here is like, just so you know, Kellie, we're using this story as a way to like discuss like, how do we all do better? Like online dating, everyone's sloppy to a certain extent. We may not be West Elm Caleb, but with so much access to people and dating, and people aren't defining relationships and hookup culture, feelings are getting hurt across the aisles, so to speak. And so I guess when you say like, I think a common thing that's very relatable and what a lot of people seem to relate to you is this kind of in-between period. Like you said, yeah, we were dating. He talked about parents. He told me he was getting off the app. Did you ever try to define the relationship with this guy? Or it almost sounds like you were just like, oh, he's saying all these things. So like, why didn't you try to define it if you didn't? To say, hey, I like you. I'm excited about you. Let's put a label on this. We've been hanging out for a month now, and I'm only hanging out with you. Like, what stopped you from just getting that security that I'm assuming anyone in your position would want?
Also, were you talking to other people too? Like during it? You stopped talking fully to other people?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And you base it off the premise of like, I'm not on Hinge anymore and my mom knows about you?
Yeah. So we had like a discussion prior where he had said, he's like, I'm a little confused on your intentions. I don't really know what they are. And I had blatantly said like, you're the only person I'm dating right now. So I would like to see where this goes. I'm not saying I want to be completely exclusive with you yet, but you are the only person I'm dating.
Let me ask you a question. Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. Well, it's a serious question. And what made you want to immediately disqualify what you actually wanted by, hey, I like where this is going. I'm not saying blah, blah. And everyone fucking says that these days. But why do you think that is? Why, when he asked you what you wanted, did you first say what you wanted, and then without even like putting a period in there, you tried to like downplay what you actually said you wanted by being like, I'm not saying I want it, because you did. Is it safe to say that in that moment, if he would have said, you want to be my girlfriend, you would have said yes at some point, right?
At some point.
Back then,
I don't think,
not knowing what you know now, but when you stopped dating other people, you were into him. You thought this guy was Aiden from Sex and the City.
Yeah, I take a very controversial approach in dating where I don't like to date multiple people at once because it's awesome. Emotionally and like physically exhausting for me. But in that moment, I had a crush on him and I was interested in him, but I don't think I knew enough about him to be like, you're my boyfriend. I'm ready to commit to you. Sort of like, I enjoy spending time with you and I don't want to see other people right now, but I don't know if I want this to be official.
Why are people making that distinction?
Were you scared of being rejected? Like, were you scared of him saying, I actually don't want to be exclusive? If you said, I want to be exclusive, were you scared of that at all? Like, were you scared it was going to scare him away or make him be like, oh, actually, this isn't going to work? Because
No,
that's
I
like
don't
a
think
normal
so.
response.
Yeah, I've been rejected before. I've been in like situationships with people where we both aren't like exclusively dating each other and we're dating separately. But I don't think I was afraid of rejection. I was afraid of getting into a relationship that I later would regret in a way, or like be like, okay, this isn't for me. I wish I
Fair.
would have waited a while.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. And I think it's very relatable, but also like, I'm just trying to understand why we do that. And I've talked a little bit about this on the show before, is that
Of course,
very gray
yeah.
area when it comes to dating. Because here you are, Kellie, you're saying, I liked this guy. We were spending all this time together. We're saying good morning and good night via Facebook. I'm not hanging. You're giving him all your energy. I mean, that's, you sounded like you were being a really great girlfriend in an early stages of a relationship. And it's like, we want to wait to like say, oh, you be my boyfriend and girlfriend. We're treating defining a relationship like getting engaged these days.